that one place where I keep discovering these cool, amazing, wacky stories and that I share with you, so that next time you're hanging out with your friends and you just drop one of these stories in a social situation, watch everyone in the room go like, whoa dude, where the hell did you hear that? You can tell them that they have to come here on the Whack and check more stories out. So they finally discovered more ways to put our poo to use. We all know about Bill Gates and Melinda Gates and the Omni processor that they came out with, and unless you were living in a cave, that's the only reason why you haven't heard about it, how they take your poo and convert it into clean drinking water. Don't worry, I put the link in the description below in case you were one of those people. But England recently launched one of its first operational poo buses. So yeah, basically the same concept, bio-waste that gets converted into biofuel, and what they're saying is that one full tank can run up to 300 kilometers, and one full tank basically needs the annual waste of 5 households. And how amazing is that? Because in a country like India, where we have people pooing everywhere, we can finally put all that poo to some good use. So Mattel recently launched something that is known as Hello Barbie, and Hello Barbie is very creepy. Basically what this doll does is that via your Wi-Fi system, she logs on and records everything that your child is saying to her. Now obviously Mattel said that they've done this because it's loosely based on the concept of Siri, where Barbie will slowly program herself to understand the likes, dislikes and the tastes of your child. But man, it's creepy, don't you agree? Like, what happened to the good old days when I would talk to Barbie and then Barbie didn't have to talk back to me because, you know, I would use my own imagination about her response. Love marriages, arranged marriages, intercaste marriages, and sometimes arranged marriages don't really work out the way that you know you want them to, for the only reason that आप किसी और से प्यार करते हो और आपके मम्मी पापा चाहते हैं कि आपकी शादी किसी और से हो, and you decide कि ठीक है मैं मम्मी पापा को बोल देती हूँ, and that's when your father turns around and goes, ये शादी नहीं हो सकती, तुम्हें सिर्फ उनसे शादी करनी चाहिए, meaning the person that your father has chosen. And that's where these guys come in. They are called as the Love Commandos. 5 साल पहले उन्होंने दिल्ली में ये एक शेल्टर बनाया है, and up till now they've helped 40,000 couples, people who were forced to run away from home because their parents were forcing them to get married to people that they weren't even in love with. And we have to understand कि इंडिया में honor killings तो होती ही रहती है, and that's where I think what the Love Commandos are doing is really helpful. Of course, the Love Commandos also have like a bounty on their head and a lot of pissed off parents that want to like come and catch them. But thumbs up from me to the Love Commandos. I just discovered this amazing story about this guy. He's known as Namoto Matsumura, and he's also popularly known as the last man of Fukushima. When the problems happened with the nuclear reactor during the earthquake, a lot of people had to leave the town. And so did he, but he decided to return after a few days just to check on his dogs. And that's when he discovered that the entire town had left behind their dogs, their cats, their livestock, the cattle, everyone, right? And that's when he felt really bad, and he said, you know what, I'm gonna stay back and I'm gonna take care of these animals. With donations that have been pouring in, that's how he is keeping them alive. And guess what? They checked him, he's fine, the animals are fine, and the animals are so fine that they're actually now procreating. And it almost seems like Noah's Ark moved to Fukushima. And now it's time for some crazy wacky facts, and this is what I just recently discovered. The middle finger sign actually was first seen in 423 AD, where this guy called Aristophane used it in one of his plays known as The Cloud. I just want to know what was going through this head when he had that genius moment and he was like... Also, the action of shaking hands, that comes from old Western times, where people would shake hands to show that they're not carrying a gun. But hello, what about your other hand? That's it from me today. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you again very soon. Ciao. I'm taking this one step further and I'm not recommending a book, but I'm recommending an author that I love the most. I'm sure you figured out by now that I love dark comedies, and that's what this movie totally is.